Wednesday, February 16th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I am meteorologist Matthew East, and a very quiet weather week continuing to unfold for us. Now, Monday we had highs up across much of our region in the low 70s. Yesterday, Tuesday, it was mainly 50s. I think today a few degrees warmer, and we're going to keep that warming trend going here over the next couple of days. Some record highs could actually be challenged as we get on into Friday. Well, let's take a look at the big picture on the radar this morning, and it is extremely quiet over much of the eastern, two-thirds or so of the country. But a lot of action out west, and another battering being had this time around this morning in primarily California. Had a lot of activity over the past couple of days up around Washington and Oregon. You can clearly see on the watch, warning, and advisory products here that all the action's out west. Now, let's talk about temperatures this morning. Kind of chilly. Most of the Piedmont here this morning, well down into the 30s for lows, even a few upper 20s up around the Virginia border region. But look at all this mild air here through Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Mississippi. That is going to get pulled our direction here over the next couple of days. Here's the overall upper air pattern today, kind of a zonal flow, and you look very carefully. Notice this little bit of a trough and the 500 millibars swinging through. That's the reason we've had some high clouds around at times. Let's go out to Friday morning. Some ridging, although it's subtle, it's there across the southeast. And then we get out over the weekend. Notice by Sunday morning, more of a northwesterly component to the upper level pattern. So let me kind of take you through day by day. Today, some high clouds around at times. Highs up toward the lower 60s. In most Piedmont locations. Now notice that area of high pressure today. It began the day right around there, and it will continue to slide eastward through the day. That means we're going to get into more and more of this southwesterly flow on the backside of that high. So here we go tomorrow. Southwest flow established. We'll see highs tomorrow up into the 60s. By the way, the clouds will increase again tonight. Maybe even a little drizzle in a few spots late tonight and tomorrow morning. But as tomorrow unfolds, I think we'll call it a partly sunny sky and highs into the 60s, and then here is Friday. We're going to be looking at highs Friday afternoon, probably in the low to mid 70s, and that'll be good enough to make a run at some records around the region if we do get indeed that warm, and I think we will. Here we go on Saturday. Now Saturday looks like a good deal of sunshine, but not as warm as Friday. Probably a lot of 60s for highs Saturday, and then here's Sunday. This is what the GFS shows. I'll show you the European in a second. GFS just brings in some clouds and keeps this precipitation free, but the European actually does try to spread in a few showers by late Sunday. I have not put any shower chances in the forecast for the time being for this morning's forecast package, but I suppose I can't rule out maybe a brief shower late Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening. We'll see how the trends unfold over the next couple of days on the modeling for late Sunday. Monday, again, back to the GFS, you have an area of low pressure close to Chicago. That's where the main dynamics are with this system, and that passes well to our north on Tuesday. So the GFS brings clouds, but very little in the way of any rain. Here's the European presentation on Tuesday, early in the afternoon. It does crank out some very, very light shower activity east of the mountains, a little bit heavier when you get west of the mountains. So we'll see. Maybe another very limited shower chance Tuesday morning primarily, but again, that chance looking pretty limited as well. And finally, a couple panels I grabbed off of the later frames of the 0Z GFS. It was showing a cold front here a week from Friday sliding in, and then a pretty decent shot of cold air. In fact, pretty good shot of cold air by Sunday the 27th of February. So the general idea here, I think, is a milder pattern more often than not for at least the next week or so, and then we'll kind of see where we head for the the very tail end of February and early March. There's a lot of cold air building up around Alaska and parts of northern Canada, and I think at some point we're going to get that colder air to drop southward. It's really just kind of a matter of when we see that drop down and if it makes it all the way into the southeastern U.S. But I do think odds are we're going to see some more cold air at some point before we just fully settle into spring. But still don't have a great handle on the time frame that might occur. And that's not a certainty, but that's just kind of the way I'm leaning right now. All right, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Have a great Wednesday, and God bless.